More now on our top story. Peel Region is being dissolved, making Mississauga, Brampton and Caledon independent cities by 2025. Let's listen to Mississauga Mayor Bonnie Crombie.
Who will play a key role in this process. I want to acknowledge the lands which constitute the present-day city of Mississauga as being part of the treaty and traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Huron-Wendat and Wyandot nations. As you know, we proudly share our name with the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, which is all the more reason why today is so very important. Today we mark the start of a new chapter in our city's future as an independent Mississauga. This is a monumental milestone in our city's history and one that will shape our future for the next 50 years and beyond. It's something we've been advocating for quite some time. It's been on my agenda since the day I stepped foot into City Hall, and before that was championed by our beloved mayor, former Mayor Hazel McCallion. That's why it's fitting that this historic legislation, the Hazel McCallion Act, is proclaimed in her honor. I know she's looking down on us today with great pride. In our nearly 50-year history, Mississauga has quickly grown into a vibrant, diverse community with its own distinct identity. A city that's home to over 100,000 businesses and home to the province's second largest economy. A city that, as mayor, I'm proud to be leading. A city that our residents and businesses are proud to call their home. Before I say another word, I want to express my sincere thanks to Minister Steve Clark and Premier Doug Ford, who paved the way to make this happen. I know this decision that they made did not come lightly, and one that was done with a careful consideration for all those involved. I want to assure the province and our neighbors to the north that Mississauga is ready and willing to work with you, our regional partners, the province, and the members of the Transitional Board to make this separation as smooth as possible. We will be fair, we will be reasonable, and by working together, we will ensure every city is ready to stand on their own 2 feet. So what does this mean for the residents of Mississauga? I want to be clear. This process will unfold over several years, with the province aiming for the dissolution of the region of Peel to be completed by Jan 1st, 2025. And that's just 1.5 years' time from now. Residents and our valued staff, both at the City of Mississauga and the region of Peel, can rest assured that when they wake up tomorrow morning, life will not change as they know it. Your garbage will still be picked up. Our buses will still run on time. Our first responders will still be out in full force. And, unfortunately, those pesky water and property tax bills will still arrive in your inboxes. Know that we are committed to ensuring continuity of services and communicating clearly and well in advance of any changes that may impact residents or businesses. As a resident, you may be wondering why this change is happening and why we feel it's necessary. As we approach our 50th anniversary next year, there are so many reasons why an independent Mississauga makes sense and how it will allow us as a municipal government to better serve you, our taxpayers. First and foremost, it will reduce confusion and the frustration this creates for residents when it comes to who does what. It will be clear that it's the City of Mississauga that both plows your streets and picks up your garbage. It will cut red tape and layers of approvals that are slowing us down from building more housing, which we all know is a key provincial priority. When Ernst & Young studied this back in 2019, They found that Mississauga taxpayers had been overpaying to support services in Brampton and Caledon to the tune of $84 million a year, primarily to pave and repair roads and support police services. Meaning over time, this will save taxpayers money. We projected that an independent Mississauga will save taxpayers $1 billion, yes, $1 billion over the next decade. In Mississauga, we've already saved taxpayers $3.5 million this year and $77 million in the past 12 years while maintaining our AAA credit rating for 19 years in a row. And I'm confident we will continue to build on that strong record in the years to come. And while all of our cities, Mississauga, Brampton, and Caledon, have contributed financially to help build water and sewage treatment plants, police and paramedic stations, and Region of Peel buildings, based on the simple math I noted just moments ago, Mississauga has contributed more than our fair share for decades. While the Peel Police Headquarters may be based in Mississauga and the paramedic headquarters in Brampton, these buildings aren't owned by any one city. They are owned by us all. While Mississauga was in its explosive stage of growth back in the 80s and 90s, our roads, sewer and water infrastructure, schools, fire stations, and transit was paid for by development charges, not taxpayer dollars. So any assertions that Brampton paid for Mississauga's growth and that we owe them anything upon dissolution couldn't be further from the truth. Brampton's population has more than doubled in the past 20 years, and in the last few years, they've been noted as one of the fastest growing cities in all of Canada. So much like Mississauga, they've already experienced great growth and all the servicing and infrastructure that goes along with it. At almost 700,000 people, Brampton should be more than ready to stand on its own 2 feet. All that to say, I'm confident that the Transition Board and the municipal audits that are underway will help us map these assets, ensure a fair and equitable process, while further validating our position as a well-managed municipality. This is about our future, and under my leadership, we will not pit one city against another as we negotiate our future. It's important that residents know the facts and where they can learn more about this process, which is why we've launched a website, mississauga.ca/Our City, Our Future, where our residents can learn more about the process, including what we know today and what we expect to know in the days and months to come. Our focus remains on ensuring a smooth transition that minimizes any disruptions to our residents and businesses. So you can expect us to not under-communicate. We will over-communicate to our residents. So please keep your eyes peeled for Our City, Our Future across our city to learn more. Mississauga, the time has come. It's finally here, and I look forward to our bright future ahead. Together, we will continue to build a city that is the envy of the world, a city where everyone can afford to live, to work, and study, a city that opens our doors to people from around the world, a city that provides an incredible quality of life, a city that is a hub for innovation and growth, an economic powerhouse.
That's Mississauga Mayor Bonnie Crombie providing more details about the plan to become an independent single-tier municipality with the introduction of what's being known as the Hazel-McCallion Act today.